We got the front garden mulched this morning. So we've basically divided the mulching up into 3 parts. We mulched the native garden, and you will have seen that video a couple days before you see this one at least. And now we've mulched the front garden, and we still have the back garden to mulch. And I think it's like 16 total cubic yards of mulch. About half of it had to go to that native garden because there are not many plants over there. So it's just space, and it's pretty thin over there. But over here, we have a couple spots. I mean, this is a newly planted area right here. And so it ate up a little bit of mulch. You can see a lot of mulch, you know, in that particular view. But most of it out here is pretty thick. And there's not big, large areas that we have to mulch out here anymore. So it probably only took 3 yards of mulch, maybe total out here in the front garden, something like that. And that's about it. I think it looks pretty good. So the steps we've had this spring, way back in late February, early March, we fertilized with an organic fertilizer. We decided to skip mulching at that time. That's normally the time of year we mulch because the mulch was so thick, we wanted it to break down some. That ended up costing us a few weeds over the course of the season, which we have pulled. And we planted the annual borders out here are probably, what would you say, Steph? It's 70-30 stuff we started from seed, probably something like that.
A lot of stuff from seed.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from seed this year. We really went, and I think we got the open garden next weekend. I think at some point we'll come back around when the annuals are really, when the borders have completely filled in. I think there's another week or two before they're really going to be spilling over into the walkways and that kind of thing. And we'll go through and do individual varieties in a video for these annual borders, but I think it's closing in on it. But we went intentionally this year for stuff that we could start from seed, things that we could do here at the house, saving some money, and it's worked out really well. I'm going to have Steph walk through and show you all some of the annual borders. You know, another project, we limbed up the tree form plants out here. We've done a small amount of pruning out here in a couple of videos, but not that much. Now the paths are open, you know, we can walk through them, but everything's mulched and clean and crispy. A little bit of work here and there left to do, but not a whole lot. We'll jump on the back garden tomorrow. And water-wise, we've been lucky. This time last year, while we were ramping up for the open garden, normally I would not garden like this. So this is new. This is a new thing for me, okay? Because normally I would garden as I had time, as I had the energy, as things needed to be done. I would go out. My garden would never be completely perfect on any given day, ever, if it wasn't for the open garden event. But it kind of sets a thing where you're thinking about, well, when do the annuals have to go in for them to be peak on June 20th? When does the weeding need to be done? When does the mulching need to be done? When does the pruning need to be done? When should we prune annuals to make sure they're going to be full bloom and not half cut back when people are here? So it's a new version of gardening the last 2 years. This year's much easier because of the rain. You know, we've gotten rain and we've been able to skip the watering part. So we've been able to concentrate on the weeding part and the mulching part and the edging part and the cleaning part and the, you know, making sure that, you know, it's like we want it to look. Last year, right in the middle of it, and also last year I was trying to finish the patio and several other projects, you know, that we hadn't gotten done. So this has been a much easier version, but still it is it's an interesting. It's been an interesting exercise for me because, again, it's never the way I would have ever gardened. Now, back at the nursery, obviously, I had to finish plants on certain days, you know, so it's not like I don't have experience in working through a project to make sure that things are ready because, you know, you want your plants finished on April 15th when the garden centers are busy and the landscapers are busy and all those kinds of things. So it's not something, I've always done that in my career, but never in my own garden would I have gone, on June 20th, I want everything to look exactly perfect and crispy and, you know, and so people will not be disappointed when they come. But anyway, there you go. I think, like I say, I'm gonna have Steph go around here and do a little bit of slow panning of these annual borders in the front garden that really, really does.